contests. And here's the other chance that you were talking about for a medal for Uzbekistan. SARDOR NURULLAEV of Uzbekistan faces IBRAHIM ALIYEV of Azerbaijan. It's NURULLAEV in the white judogi, ALIYEV in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Mathieu Bataille of France.
Yeah, and it's NURULLAEV that's been a lot higher on his world ranking, but I also have good hopes for ALIYEV because he's showing really strong judo today, but also in the past already. He's really a youngster with a lot of talent. But it might be that NURULLAEV has the home advantage here. So NURULLAEV lost out to Jakub Shamilov earlier, who was in the final. And let's see if he can make up for that loss by picking up a bronze medal. Going in for an Uchimata, but missing out. Another Uchimata attempt, but this time it was ALIYEV coming under and making use of the movement of NURULLAEV. So ALIYEV putting on some pressure on NURULLAEV, but in the end going down with a sutami, but it was a poor one. So still quite an open contest. It's just trying out what works with the other.
Be a real bonus for NURULLAEV. Sorry, it would be a real bonus for the Uzbek crowd if NURULLAEV can take this here. They've had the one medal with Diorbek Urazboyev. Sharafuddin Lutfilayev is not here, so you know, give them another one, they'll be perfectly happy.
And I think they have a really good chance today with NURULLAEV.
ALIYEV could be the party spoiler.
He could be. But not happened yet. I think NURULLAEV has a good shot here. And now almost, yeah. I like the transition also of the other Uzbek. They're really going down to the ground really fast.
Just squeeze that one out.
Yeah.
I think the only way that that's going to score is if you freeze the landing. And when you freeze the landing, there's that point where you see the arm down the side of the body, and then you say, okay, here's a chance now for ALIYEV in Newaza. Osai Komi has been called, got to get out there, that was quick, yeah.
But he almost made a big mistake there. Yeah, it was a really small score and close to nothing, but in the end it's a score, and ALIYEV just has 1 minute and 40 seconds to come back, but he looks eager to do that. Ooh, almost a second score. Nice Ashiwaza from NURULLAEV. He's showing really strong judo. So some seconds off the clock for NURULLAEV. I think it was really convenient for him.
The great thing here is that he hasn't given up a penalty. So he's got 1 minute 15 seconds to hold on, if you like, and got to make sure that he remains penalty free.
But he is starting to look like a little bit defensive. You can see that in his last 10 seconds. And in the end, 3 shooters can come really quickly, you know. You have to stay careful, stay and pay attention.
Well, I'm going to stick my neck out here and say that he's not going to give up 3 Shidos in a minute.
No.
But what he may do is to give up 1, possibly 2.
Yeah, for me, NURULLAEV just looks stronger. Like ALIYEV is trying everything and he showed such a great judo. But I think also the 3 golden scores he had today took a lot out of him. And NURULLAEV is just...
yeah, he's going to be too physically strong for him here now.
Just 1 step too much to get that bronze medal.
ALIYEV could get countered and give up a second score.
It was almost happening as you said it.
Because he's got to be open. He's lucky not to get scored against. I think, you know, if you look at that in isolation and look, that first of all, that is a counter. Yeah. Now we've only got to see whether there's sufficient enough of the scoring part of the body for the landing.
Let's see.
Well, that looks okay from this angle, but we've got to see the other side. And then you'll be able to tell. And there it is.
Yeah.
You know, look, I know it's going to sound like I must have been watching it before, and this is just a replay. But that's the way the contest was going, wasn't it? You know, it's not rocket science, is it? You know,
yeah, but it was pretty sharp.
Thank you, Esther. The old man still got it. No, that was going to happen. He had to open up, and the chances were, because NURULLAEV was so strong, he was just waiting for that opportunity to come up with the counter. And a good one it was too.
And you can see sometimes it's so close to being a score or not being a score, because he did it twice. Yeah. And I understand it's frustrating for ALIYEV that he went over just barely, but it's in the end enough.
That was one of the best losing performances of the day, actually. ALIYEV. That was a top boy. He did really well. I like the look of ALIYEV at this weight, and I think with just that little bit more experience, he's going to be competitive at 60 kilos.
For sure he's going to be.
He'll even be competitive at 66.
Yeah.
Given that that's the weight that we're talking about, sorry.